Greetings, and welcome to the Wrong Trivia Podcast, hosted by Nicholas Gerlach. I'm honored to be your narrator, James Anderson. Please relax and enjoy the show, but don't relax too much if you're driving, because then you might drive into that liquor store by your ex-girlfriend's house again. Wouldn't that be embarrassing? Here's the show.
Hey everybody, I'm Nicholas Gerlach, the host of the Wrong Trivia Podcast, America's future favorite trivia podcast. I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for joining us, or a great night, I guess, or whether you're in the car, at home, at an AA meeting. I don't know where you are, but we're going to play some trivia today, and here's how it's going to work. There are going to be 3 rounds. Each round is going to be a separate category that will be announced by my narrator at the beginning of each round. James, you already met him in the opening. Here's how it works. Each round has 5 questions, and they're each worth the amount of points that is the number of the questions. So the first question is worth 1 point, question 2 is 2 points, 3 is 3, 4 is 4, 5 is 5 points, because theoretically the questions get harder as they go each round. Very simple game. You don't have to play that way. You can play however you want. You can sit there by yourself and try to think of the answers. After each question, I'm going to play a little 30-second little music beat, and then at the end, I will tell you the answer. So you'll hear the answer after each question, not at the end of each round. I think that's all we need to know to get started. Okay, James, tell them about round 1. I love you.
Round 1, Jared Leto.
Okay, thanks, James. And as he said, round 1 in the inaugural episode of Wrong Trivia, the podcast, will be Jared Leto. If you're a fan of Jared Leto, you're going to learn some things you may not like. If you're not a fan, you're going to have a lot of fun. Here's the 1-point question in the category Jared Leto. Being a famous actor with abs just isn't enough, I guess. Jared Leto had to start a milquetoast rock band too, because actors are delusional human beings. What is the name of the rock band that Jared Leto fronts with his brother Shannon on drums? What is the name of the rock band that Jared Leto fronts with his brother Shannon on drums? This is the 1-point question, and go. Nothing better for success in the music industry than already having a lot of money you're willing to lose. Jared Leto's rock band. Better come up with your answers. Here it comes. And the answer is 30 Seconds to Mars. 30 Seconds to Mars. Just an awful, awful band. Number 2 in Jared Leto, the 2-point question. Okay, Jared, we get it. You're skinny. In 2013, Leto won the Best Supporting Actor Oscar for his role in Dallas Buyers Club. What fellow hot guy actor won Best Actor for Dallas Buyers Club? So who acted across Jared Leto and won Best Actor in Dallas Buyers Club? Also hot. And go. Hey. He's likable, though. That's the difference. "50-year-old guys with abs." Come up with your answers. And the answer is Matthew McConaughey. So 2 points if you got Matthew McConaughey. Number 3 in Jared Leto, the 3-point question. Jared Leto is a bad person who I do not like. This is wild because he's hot and rich, 2 of the only things I actually care about. Jared Leto won the Razzie for Worst Actor in 2022. What 2022 movie did Jared Leto win Worst Actor for? What 2022 movie did Jared Leto win Worst Actor for? This is the 3-point question, and go. Terrible movie. It's so bad that I didn't even watch it. Worst Actor 2022. Worst Supporting Actor. Worst Supporting Actor 2022. House of Gucci. House of Gucci. The other worst actor was LeBron James in the Space Jam remake. Okay, let's move on. 4-point question. Like I said, you should never trust a 50-year-old man with abs. For instance, Jared Leto and his band may have formed a cult in 2019. The band and their fans, and I swear to God they call themselves this, they call themselves the Echelon, had a weird gathering in white robes for 3 days in 2019. What European country with over 1,000 miles of coastline was this gathering held in? What European country with over 1,000 miles was Jared Leto's Not a Cult gathering held in? This is the 4-point question, and go. Pretty weird. Google some images of it. Gonna have a hard time convincing me it's not a cult. To be honest, I'm a little jealous. Country with over 1,000 miles of coastline in Europe. And the answer is Croatia. Croatia. So if you're looking to start a rock band-based cult, that's a good place to start. This is the final and 5-point question of the Jared Leto round. The 5-point question. What movie is Jared Leto in that also features world-class actors like Dwight Yoakam and Kristen Stewart? What movie features Jared Leto, country singer Dwight Yoakam, and at the time, child star Kristen Stewart? This is a 5-point question. Go. To my point earlier, musicians can become actors. Actors can't become musicians. I don't know why. It just doesn't work. It works when actors become musicians because we're real people. We exist. We have thoughts. We make things. We don't just read stuff other people wrote for us and then get money for having abs. Dwight Yoakam, Kristen Stewart, Jared Leto. The movie is Panic Room. Panic Room, starring Jodie Foster. Okay, that's it for round 1. James, tell them about round 2.
Round 2. Numbers that end in 9.
All right, thanks, James. I love your accent. We are now on to round 2 of episode 1 of the Wrong Trivia Podcast. I hope you got all the questions right last round. Actually, I hope you didn't, because that would mean I made the game too easy. The topic for this round, as James said, is ends in 9, which means every answer is a number that ends with the digit 9, okay? So if you answer something that ends in an 8, you're an idiot. Number 1, the 1-point question and ends in 9. The 1-point question and ends in 9. Thanks to segregation, Satchel Paige didn't make his Major League Baseball debut until much later in life. He also later became the oldest player in history to appear in a game when he started for the Kansas City Athletics. How old was Satchel Paige when he became the oldest player to appear in a Major League Baseball game? How old was Satchel Paige when he became the oldest player to appear in a Major League Baseball game? Ends in 9. 1-point question. Go. I will not be making any segregation jokes, so we'll just ride this one out. Satchel Paige was... The answer is... 59. He was 59, throwing heat still. Okay, let's move on. 2-point question. The 2-point question and ends in 9. Ends in 9. Before we did the game, I spun this globe earlier, and then you did the finger game where you see where you're going to live, and I just got Indiana again. 2-point question. The Happy Meal is probably the best way to feed your kids because it's high in nutrition and also comes with a toy that they probably won't choke on. The Happy Meal debuted the same year that Mother Teresa won the Nobel Peace Prize. What year did Mother Teresa win the Nobel Peace Prize? It's also the year the Happy Meal debuted. What year did Mother Teresa win the Nobel Peace Prize? And go. Ends in 9. Mother Teresa came to my high school once. I wasn't there yet, though. I wasn't even born. She failed gym. The answer is 1979. 1979. Okay, 3-point question and ends in 9. Back to baseball. Barry Bonds set the gold standard when it comes to power hitting in Major League Baseball. What number is both the atomic number for gold and the number of home runs Barry Bonds hit after he turned 40? What number is both the atomic number for gold and the number of home runs Barry Bonds hit after the age of 40? Crazy how good he was that late. I don't know how he did it. And go. This is the 3-point question. After 40. I'll have what she's having. How many home runs did Barry Bonds hit? The answer is 79. He hit 79 home runs after the age of 40. LeBron, eat your heart out. Okay, here's the 4-point question and ends in 9. The Eiffel Tower isn't just a sex position. The Eiffel Tower was also the tallest building in the world when it debuted at the Paris World's Fair. What year did the Eiffel Tower debut at the World's Fair in Paris, France? What year did the Eiffel Tower make its big debut at the World's Fair in Paris, France? This is the 4-point question. Go. You know, it was going to be in Barcelona because they thought it was so ugly at first. They were going to move it to Spain. That's not a joke. That's just true. What year did the Eiffel Tower ends in 9 debut? The answer is 1889. 1889. It's also the year Joe Biden was born. Question number 5, the 5-point question, and ends in 9. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy author Douglas Adams chose 42 as the meaning of life because he claimed it was the funniest 2-digit number. What number, which is also the 72nd prime number if you listed them all out, did Adams claim is the funniest 3-digit number? What number, which is the 72nd prime number, did Douglas Adams claim is the funniest 3-digit number? Tough one. It's a 5-point question. On your mark, get set, think. Ends in 9. Prime numbers. Oh yeah, the book's right here. I forgot about that. It's one of those big books where it's like a hardback and you pretend you read it, and then you realize no one even cares in the first place. And the answer is 359. 359. Okay, that concludes round 2, ends in 9 for the first episode. Let's move on. James, tell them what they got for round 3.
Round 3.
Boom.
3 facts. European countries.
All right, thanks, James. We are now on to round 3 of the first episode of the Wrong Trivia Podcast. I hope you're having fun. I am. Keep your eyes on the road, though, if you're driving. This round is called 3 Facts, European Countries, and it's very simple. I will tell you 3 bits of information about a European country, then you think for 30 seconds or so, and then you tell me the country I'm talking about, okay? So the answer to every question is a country. Number 1, the 1-point question in 3 facts, European countries. It has the highest population in the EU of any country. It has the highest population in the European Union. Fact 2. They were the bad guys in World War I. Fact 3. They were the bad guys in World War II. So it's the most populous country in the European Union. They were the bad girls. They were the bad guys in World War I, and they were the bad guys in World War II. And go. 1-point question. They were the bad girls in World War I. They were when we were done with them. The boys in blue. Bad guys in both those wars. A lot of people. Somehow there's still a lot of people there. And the answer is Germany. Germany. Ever been? I love Berlin in the fall. Okay, number 2. The 2-point question. Over 200 million people speak this country's language around the globe. Fact 2. It was led by a fascist dictatorship from 1932 to 1974. Fact number 3. It was the first country in the world to decriminalize all drugs starting in 1991. Fact 1. 200 million people speak its language around the globe. Fact 2. It was led by a fascist dictator from 1932 to 1974, which is coincidentally right when Disney was good. Fact 3. It was the first country in the world to decriminalize all drugs in 1991. This is the 2-point question in European countries. Go. Hey. 200 million people speak its language. And the answer is, for the 2-point question, Portugal. Portugal. Question 3, the 3-point question in Euro countries. Number 1, it is the 130th biggest country in landmass in the world. Fact 2, it's the 12th biggest country in landmass when you include all of its territories. And fact number 3, it has over 70 inhabited islands. Fact 1, 130th biggest country in landmass in the world. Fact 2, 12th biggest in landmass in the world when you include all of its territories. And fact 3, it has over 70 inhabited islands. This is the 3-point question, and think. Hope you're learning stuff about Europe. Maybe you can take your wife there next year, and you'll have 12 facts or 15 facts to tell them about. I know she's been begging you to take her somewhere. And the answer is Denmark. Denmark. Also, I think it's usually among the top 1 or 2 happiest places on Earth. That's pretty impressive. Question number 4. Question number 4, the 4-point question in European countries. 1, it is the home of Europe's heaviest animals. It's a bear. Home of Europe's heaviest animals. 2, its capital city was meticulously rebuilt using paintings and blueprints after it was destroyed in World War II. So they rebuilt the city using old paintings and blueprints they had. Fact 3, the latex condom was invented there. So fact 1, Europe's heaviest animals are from there. Fact 2, the capital was rebuilt using old paintings and blueprints they had laying around after it was destroyed in World War II. Fact 3, the latex condom was invented there. That's the 4-point question. Latex condom. So you can rule out Italy. They rebuilt the whole city using paintings. They were finger paintings. And the answer is Poland. So you get 4 points if you said Poland. Poland. Here's the final question of the last round, and then there'll be one more final question at the end. The 5-point question, number 5 in European countries. 1. It was the final and last pagan country in Europe. The last pagan nation in Europe. Fact 2. It has 2 separate Independence Days. 2 Independence Days. And fact 3. It has won the bronze in the Olympics in men's basketball 3 times since 1992. Fact 1, last pagan nation. Fact 2, 2 Independence Days. Fact 3, it has won the bronze medal in Olympic men's basketball 3 times since 1992. This is the 5-point question. What country am I talking about? Go. They tall there. Five-point question. I think this is the 3rd hardest question of the show. And the answer is Lithuania. Okay, so you've made it through the first 3 rounds. We're now going to move on to the extremely difficult final question. Take it away, James.
The final question.
Okay, thanks, James. We are now at the final question. Like I said in the beginning, you can gamble all the points you've accrued during this game if you are keeping score and not just playing for fun. And or you can gamble 0, whatever. If you get it right, you add them. This is the only question where you subtract points if you get it wrong. So if you get it wrong, you got to subtract if you're playing against your friends. Here's the final question. I'm going to have you put 3 things in order, and they are vice presidents of the United States. So I'm going to tell you 3 vice presidents, and you put them in order from earliest to latest of when they were vice president. And the vice presidents are Walter Mondale, Hubert Humphrey, and Nelson Rockefeller. I'll say it one more time. The 3 vice presidents are Walter Mondale, Hubert Humphrey, and Nelson Rockefeller. On your mark, get set, go. Put them in order. Tough one. And the correct answer to the final question is, I hope you got it right, Humphrey, Rockefeller, Mondale. Hubert Humphrey was Lyndon B. Johnson's vice president. Rockefeller was Gerald Ford. And Walter Mondale was Jimmy Carter. So it was Hubert Humphrey, Nelson Rockefeller, Walter Mondale. Okay, thanks for watching and listening to the first ever Wrong Trivia podcast. Goodbye!
Okay, that's this week's show. And what a ride that was. Goodbye from me, your narrator, James Anderson, and your host, Nicholas Gerlock. And special thanks to our video team, Drew Birch.